right? Just dress up in suits, right? And somebody, oh, you're faking it. No, you're not faking it. We know this, that when you dress up in suits, you get respected more. We just know that, and it makes you feel confident when people respond to you positively. It helps you feel more confident too, right? So it's like a vicious cycle that you have to keep winding until it becomes second nature, right? You put in some effort. Some people call it faking it. It's not faking it, but again, there's some faking it that will backfire because everybody can tell. Like don't go there and start using. Like this gentleman I was talking to this afternoon was trying to use somebody else's line. I'll kiss you on the forehead. There's no kissing on the forehead. First of all, you're not supposed to say that out loud. Second of all, you don't kiss strangers on the forehead. Third of all, by the time you're doing that, that's just an icing on the cake. There's other things going on already before. But again, there are some things like that. We need real life examples, which we're trying to cover right now. Let me go back to some of this. So that's the same for most people. Girls talk to lots of guys at once, and then it's a battle to keep them interested. Okay, so a lot of ladies feel that way too. If they ghost you, they aren't the right match. Boom. I like that more. This is a mindset thing. But they matched. Listen, it's a mindset thing. You matched, but they weren't the right match. Okay? You got to keep it moving. It's the internet. It's not 1960 when only 2 people are catwalking you per day. It's about 10 or 12 people matching you on a daily basis. If you're active on those profiles, you got to screen. You just have to screen, and you have to come up with a good method to screen. And you have to be okay with the idea that, yeah, you may screen out some good guys too. That's okay. Remember, there's options, right? So the right one will eventually fall through the cracks necessary to get to you. So the person say more on to the next. It's a mindset you need to have. You do have options. You do have to have an abundance mindset, but not in terms of so now some of the guys are blaming you for ghosting them. Don't buy into that. If you got ghosted, it's probably you talk too much and the attraction is just not there. It's as simple as that. If you're a man, you get your match as soon as possible. You ask the person out for a coffee date. Go and spend $10 on 2 cups of coffee and get to know a person. If there are multiple cities apart, do a FaceTime. If they're not okay with exchanging numbers for FaceTime, what are we talking about? Why are you waiting until you get ghosted? There's no attraction. The interest is not there. You don't negotiate desire, right? Same thing. It's a little different, but similar, right? Plenty of options and high expectation. This is correct. I'm actually going to lift that and make it our number 6. All right, so somebody said, how will it backfire? What did I say that will backfire? Oh, fake. Okay. All right, that's a good question. So remember, I always say, human beings, we have incredible radar for bullshit, right? So let's say, let me use a man, since I'm a man. Let me use a man as an example. Like, he picked up a book. He's trying to learn how to date, and he learned about 21 pickup lines. Okay, 21 pickup lines. What did he do? He memorized them all. Okay, he just memorized them. He went on the next date. Well, not a date yet, but he saw a girl and decided to use a pickup line. Ladies, you can tell me at this point, you can feel it if it's not really coming from him. He's faking it. As a matter of fact, he tried to double down after you caught him like, huh? What are you talking about? He tried to double down again, right? But it's just not real, right? So another one is like in business. Even in business, the same thing is real. You want to tell everyone that you're making $1 million so that you can teach them how to make $1 million. People know if you're not really making $1 million. They can feel it. They may not know, they can feel it. So it will backfire. Okay. You notice that it's kind of going in circles, right? It's plenty of option and higher expectations, right? The higher expectation part kind of like puts a little caveat to what we've been talking about, the illusion of options before, right? It goes back to the grass is greener on the other side thing, right? So let's just leave it at that for now. So I will give you some solid stuff before the end of the session, I promise. As a woman, I have the same problem on Hinge. This is a woman saying this. So most of the guys can't hold a conversation. All right. I think this is real. I hate to come off as I'm blaming men all the time, but the truth is that we lead, okay, as a default. So if we come off lame, everything is going to become lame and watered down, right? Because the woman will follow suit, either in the form of ghosting you or for getting frustrated or basically provoking our worst insecurities. It is what it is. A woman with the lowest self-esteem can be around a guy who has game, and she can start to feel safe and secure and blossom, right? So yeah, let's keep going. Maybe we'll find a good example. If it meant saving their life, okay, so they can't hold a good conversation, what do they do? They ask, what do you bring to the table? Oh no, we didn't really ask it like that, but no, she can smell it. She knows that you're testing her. A man is not supposed to be going on a date to be testing the lady. He's supposed to go there and have a good time. She's supposed to follow your program. If you sit down and all you're doing is interviewing her, that's exactly why you're struggling. That's why she's also struggling, because she now has her guards up. If you feel like a man is interviewing you on the date, the questions they're not intrusive, but they're almost like it's like a test. Like it's an invigilator, right? It's infuriating. Like